Good morning, my name is Jose, and today I'm going to explain you about the country of Japan. Japan in the century of 20. At the beginning of the century, Japan had different problems because in this century happened the two world wars, and in each century, Japan begins the new change of the country because it doesn't look like actually. In the fears of the 20th century, there are three events that mark the destiny of Japan. The rise of the military to power in 1932, the Japanese invasion of China in 1937, and the alliance of Japan with the countries of Germany and Italy in World War II. The World War II was something that has in common with other countries because the World War II and the First War was in the same century, obviously. All the events that I say make possible that Japan can be one of the most beautiful countries in the world and also one of the most meat for the people. Who person didn't listen about Japan? No one. I haven't listened about a person that didn't know Japan. It's one of the most important countries in the world. And today I'm going to tell us about the government, the education, the medicine, the work in Japan, and also what they do, what they do in the free time of Japan, because it's not the same country like other countries. We have something in common, but it's not the same, obviously. The government of Japan has the idea that the students need to take the same education as other students in the country because all the students can be a good person in the future. This is like from the middle of the century 20. The work in the country is an essential part of the economy in the life of the population. One of the works in the 20th century, obviously in the past, that was very important for the actual economy of Japan is the agricultural work. Was one of the most important works in the country. It was the work that makes possible that Japan is one of the most beautiful countries. The family is one of the strictest conditions in Japan because all the generations and every new generation of the family need to respect the rules about the family that the country teaches. Actually, in their free time, the Japanese people dedicate their free time to play tennis, golf, run, or have fun, etc., etc., etc. With people that are retired, they try to know new things or interesting topics. Also, they teach to students or to persons in the family. The medicine of Japan are adaptations of traditional Chinese medicine made in Japan. Actually, Japan is one of the most interesting systems and technology in medicine, and all of this thanks to the traditional medicine that the ancestors did in the past. And about the government, actually the government is one of the most strict in the world, and thanks to this make possible the stabilization of the country. As in other states, the government is divided into three branches: the executive, the legislative, and the judicial branch. And to finish this video, my conclusion of Japan is that it's awesome to investigate about the history of other countries because you know something new about the history of the world in where you live. And it's awesome to know how the one of the most beautiful countries and one of the most interesting countries in the world, because like all the people know where is Japan. It's interesting to saw how Japan grow and how convert it country converted like this, like a beautiful country.